Alchemy. It is the scientific technique of understanding the structure of matter, decomposing it, and then reconstructing it. If performed skillfully, it is even possible to create gold out of lead. However, as it is a science, there are some natural principles in place. Only one thing can be created from something else of a certain mass. This is the principle of equivalent exchange. Freezing water with a mere touch, igniting objects with a snap of your fingers, creating towers of stone that you can control at will. These might seem like unobtainable superpowers, but if you're one of a group of highly trained and highly skilled professionals, it's a science called alchemy. In fact, it often seems like there's nothing alchemists can't do. But how exactly does alchemy work? Sure, we know some of the basics, but what exactly happens when an alchemist transmutes matter? Today, we're getting to the bottom of how transmutation actually works. Welcome to Singularity. The law of equivalent exchange is the basis of all alchemy. It states that, in order to obtain or create something of equal value must be lost or destroyed. If an alchemist wants to create, say, a wooden statue that weighs exactly 1 pound, they need exactly 1 pound of wood to work with. If they want it to be 1 ton, they need 1 ton of wood to work with. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. On this basic principle rests all of alchemy. Once you have your material and you know what you want to create from it, then comes transmutation, the actual change. Transmutation is divided into 3 stages: comprehension, deconstruction, and reconstruction. Comprehension is understanding the structure of the matter on a molecular level. Deconstruction is taking it apart, breaking materials down all the way to the most basic form. It's implied that a skilled enough alchemist could even do this on an atomic level and transmute one element into another. Finally, reconstruction, putting the pieces all back together into whatever form you want. When reconstructing, an alchemist needs to be able to visualize every part of what they're trying to create and will the particles into the desired configuration. For this reason, any alchemist needs to have an above-average intellect and an iron-strong will. Alchemists then employ what are called Transmutation Circles to focus their transmutations. Except for a few special individuals, alchemy in any way is impossible without a transmutation circle. But how? We understand that matter is conserved through transmutation. We understand that matter must be comprehended, deconstructed, and reconstructed. We even understand how a transmutation circle can be used to focus the energies of an alchemical reaction. But we still don't understand how alchemy works. What forces are allowing deconstruction and reconstruction? What's different about the basic laws of physics in the universe of Fullmetal Alchemist that makes these things possible? Well, the answer lies in intelligence and willpower. Chances are you've heard about experiments similar to this one. 2 seeds are planted, and as the sprout is growing, someone stands next to one and compliments it while insulting the other, and the one being complimented grows more. And chances are, if you're an analytical type like me, you thought that it was absolute baloney. The things we say can't affect a growing plant. Human thoughts can't affect the physical world. But recent studies at Princeton might have proven us all wrong on that one. The Princeton Engineering Anomaly Research Laboratory recently did a study testing the effect of human thought on a random number generator. We won't get into it too much here, it's complicated, but suffice it to say, there was an effect. Oh sure, it was marginal, almost negligible, but there was an effect. Human thought affected a random number generator. Human thought affected the physical world. And honestly, why wouldn't it? Thought is just the movement of electrical charges through the brain. These charges are expressions of the same field that electricity, magnetism, and lightning all stem from. Why would it not affect the outside world, even if it is marginal? And there lies the central mechanic behind alchemy: human thought. Think about it. When you watch an alchemist performing a transmutation, you don't see them physically guiding the material or doing anything to shape it. Other than the Transmutation Circle, it's entirely a mental exercise. Their thoughts alone, their knowledge of structure and their willpower to shape it is what causes transmutation. And that's why it matters. And this isn't the only case of this in Fullmetal Alchemist. It's established that souls can be used as an energy source for alchemy, and even implied that an alchemist's power comes from their own soul. Whatever the energy source, the mind is the engineer, taking advantage of its connection to the electromagnetic field to break and remake molecular bonds, reshape metal, to transmute matter. You might be thinking that this is an obvious or even pointless conclusion, but it gives a powerful insight into the mechanics of this universe. In the world of Fullmetal Alchemist, human thought has an impact on the outside world. And not just a marginal impact either, big enough to cause things to burst into flames, to create massive fists or towers of stone, big enough to fight wars over and to destroy entire civilizations over. Human thought fuels alchemy. That's the secret. Thoughts have power. This is Singularity, and remember to stay curious.